And no, they just fixed it.
Chad's put the mockers on the AU Falcon.
They spent all night fixing that. No, he's done it on the outlap. Oh, come on.
So Kai Allen currently the fastest first sector of the session so far on this lap. And we saw yesterday in qualifying just how much this car was moving around as young Kai flies it over the curbs at 7 or 8. And the car looks like it's moving around plenty again today. But it's fast, now fastest in the middle sector. So now half a second up to Brad Vaughan. And you can see that gap now. At the start of the lap, Brad Vaughan was tucked right under the rear wing of Kai Allen's Commodore. That gap's opened up now on qualifying. So that's a good visual reference for lap time, the difference between the two cars right now.
And there is the first 14. Fraser was close yesterday. Jay Hansen, who set the quickest first sector time, 21.9 Image Racing. Tough day for them yesterday. Saw Jay Robotham, his car stalled on the grid before they set off on the formation lap, had to start from pit lane. Had a big smile on his face though today. He said, tough luck yesterday. He said, it's all right, it happens. It may have had a couple of letters before it.
Okay, mate, thank you, mate. Your bars.
So Hill goes to the top with a 14.5 for the first flyer. Everingham does a 14.9, so they'll be reasonably comfortable with that as a banker lap. And Jay Hansen, who set the fastest first sector, has actually come to the lane, so didn't finish that lap. I would have finished that lap and had a banker up my sleeve. Should something go wrong, should there be a yellow flag, should there be a red flag in the second half of this session. On board here with Matt Payne.
All right, nice work, Matt. Now let's push on all the way to the line, out to the pit lane, and come straight in.
Okay, that was Matt's engineer, Jack Bell. Push on till the end of the second sector, effectively. Let's see where the car's at. Matt Payne currently 8th in that banker lap with a 15.6. Declan Fraser on screen. He's now currently fastest to the end of the second sector, only just over his teammate Cameron Hill, who's just behind him on track.
And we'll go on with it. So no record in laps here for Declan Fraser. The Queenslander, now living and breathing Triple Eight life. He's been to every event on the Supercars calendar this year. Just learning everything he can, sitting in the data sessions with the team. And that's a lovely lap time, 1:14.51, so it improves it ever so slightly from his teammate, 13 thousandths of a second behind him. It's tight between those two as yesterday's Armour All Pole sitter comes back in for a fresh set of boots. And he was absolutely on the limit down there at turn 3. Oh boy, that's going to get the wall just.
It's over the limit, Chad. That's a little. It's okay to tag the wall there, but that's a little bit too much. So need to be careful. You don't change some of the steering geometry. You can see there actually gets it with the front corner. So first thing you do as a driver to see if the steering goes off centre. If it goes off centre, that gets your attention. It means you've knocked the front steering alignment out. Matt Charter, who did a beautiful job yesterday's race, goes to the top with a 14.48. So displaces the Triple Eight Commodores, does Matt Charter.
He'll be starting his 101st race later today. And he finished with an equal best performance. Third yesterday was a wonderful result for Matt.
So Fraser presses on. This is the third push lap for Declan Fraser. He is currently fastest to the end of the second sector and a much better run onto the front straight this lap. There was a lot of wheel spin the previous lap. Fraser improves to a 14.1, so that's pretty competitive.
Stuck in the lane, Charter's pulled out of this one, so Fraser, Charter, Hill out of action. Zach Best is up, 48.7, accumulative to that second sector. Yesterday's pole sitter. Despite the brush with the wall down at turn 3, this car still looks fast.
Very fast to the end of the second sector. Good drive off the final corner for Zach Best. Goes to second. Oh, so close. 1/100th is the difference between the inside of the front row and the outside of the front row for Zach Best.
30 seconds.
Tyler Everingham's on a very good first sector. We pick up Jay Robotham.
Yeah, seeing plenty of movement on the timing screen here.
And this is a pretty busy part of the racetrack. Robotham's there, Everingham's fast, he's right in behind him. Thomas Maxwell, that's Jay Hansen in the background, sliding it off turn 10.
Maxwell and Everingham are both quick here. Best is quick to the first sector. So there's going to be some movement. Right on the checkered flag. Maxwell gets there just in time to start another one if he needs it. Everingham goes to third. Puts Payne to the outside of row 2. Maxwell's time was a bit slow in the last sector, leaves him languishing down in 9th as Best is on the attack. He's slightly down to the second segment, and it's gone here down at turn 11.
Backed it into turn 10, locked the rears. Wasn't too bad, but he had a very strong final sector on the previous lap. And that's what got him onto the front row, was that sector. The middle sector wasn't strong for Best. It was okay, not great. Let's see what he does. As he comes to the line, does he improve? No, he doesn't. So Zach Best stays second, Everingham third. Fraser currently fastest in the pit lane. They ran early on board here with Matt Payne. He's on a personal best to the end of the sector. Does he have the tyre left right here as he leaves turn 10 through 11 and 12? It's not too bad. Gets plenty of limiter into the final corner. Now drive traction, what do we got? Listen. Just a bit of wheel spin late, second gear. Does he improve? No, he doesn't.
Sell was there.
But certainly a much better qualifying session for our championship leader.
Right down, please.
P4, as he heard, qualified 10th yesterday. Finds himself on the outside of the second row today.
Kai Allen finds himself 13th outright and quicker than make that 5 of the Super 2 cars as Fraser is out celebrating with Matty Saunders, his engineer. It's his second career pole. And he is a man on top right now, isn't he? He'll be starting alongside Zach Best. 888 claim another pole award here. And the effort is leading to reward. Oh, they've even got their own secret handshakes down there now at 888. I get the feeling he and Brock Feeney are pretty good mates. No secret handshakes with Shane Van Gisbergen. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy going for that. It's Fraser on top. Arm roll pole winner. How do you like your margin, Garth? 12 thousandths of a second. We saw it was close yesterday in the main game arm roll qualifying session. And that one is nice and tight indeed. And that is the closest margin of first to second so far this year. And well done to Kai Allen, 13th outright, 8/10 off pole, Super 2 to Super 3. He's a star of the future, make no mistake about it. We'll have 30 cars starting today's race.